Hey everybody, this video or this recording is starting, so nobody's here yet, but I don't suspect that anybody will show up right away, but whether you do or don't, I just want to check in and say hi. If I get any views on this, I'll be happy, but the reality is I'm just doing this on a whim, and I did kind of have a topic. It was actually about just being modern day book burning and people losing their YouTube channels and whatnot. I was actually going to post a video about this, but I just thought, I'm going to go live and see if anybody is going to check in and say, hey, I see somebody showed up. I see 2 people showed up. Hey guys, I wonder, let's see if I can find top chat. I'm just looking at the chat. I want to see if anybody is going to start messaging or whatever. So I feel like we're in interesting times. I feel like YouTube's gotten more aggressive with their cracking down on people that are trying to speak truth, and it's my desire to speak truth, but I realize that it is a very big investment in time to try to build up a YouTube channel. And I've been listening to like Richie from Boston. I've been listening to Josh Seardson from World Alternative Media. Now, I happen to be talking with Josh on an email correspondence, and I actually am going to interview him potentially. It's kind of hard to coordinate times because he's over in Montenegro now. But he had 140,000 subscribers. They just freaking deleted his YouTube channel. So wanted to talk about that and kind of talk to you guys and let you know that I would like to promote my alternative channel, which is Contemplating the Cosmos. So if you just do a search, you can find it on YouTube. Otherwise, you can go through. I'll share my link to my BitChute channel. I've had a lot more views on BitChute than I would have expected. Apparently, BitChute is gaining popularity, which is, I'm hoping that BitChute gets all the money they need to soup up their website, because it seems to me like they're reaping the harvest of people that are. It's like a mass exodus, mass exodus going from from YouTube to BitChute, and it's almost like the alternatives are really starting to grow. Now, I want to encourage people that are not on BitChute yet to start subscribing to your favorite YouTube channels on there, because a lot of them are already over there, such as Charlie from 4BZ Truth. You can go to that channel or any other channel. Richie from Boston, World Alternative Media, John Thor. I have several video creators that I'm subscribed to over there, and I wanted to just tell people, thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. You can say hi if you send a message in the chat or whatever. I actually don't do live streams on my phone very much, but hopefully I'm not all choppy or anything like that. There you are. Enoch, greetings from the Netherlands. You're not the only one that's been I've been in contact with from the Netherlands. So anytime I have people in Europe and stuff, freaking get excited. Hey, it's the neighbor's cat. Say hi, kitty. That's Gambler. So yeah, I'm just kind of working out in my garage, and I just wanted to visit everybody and say hello. I've been very tied up with stuff. I've been working my side business. My freaking son is about to be born like next week. My wife's being induced. And hey, Joe Adams, what's up? You're in Minnesota, huh? I bet it's getting cold over there. It's starting to cool down in Idaho. I don't know if you can see the trees, but they're kind of turning yellow, yellow and orange. Yeah, so I'm not sure how it is in the Netherlands, but yeah, Enoch, I seventh from Adam. I actually appreciate your comments. So I've been reading them, and I love when I can chat with people all over the world. This is like one of the okay. So what I'm saying with all this stuff is, I believe there is a mass exodus of people leaving YouTube and going to BitChute, going to DLive, going to Library, going to all these different platforms where they're starting to post more videos and stuff. But the thing is, I just want people to be aware that if you get in the habit of watching videos on those platforms, you'll find that it's not that bad. Because I've been starting to do more getting on BitChute and listening to videos, because that's where all the good content's going. Because all that stuff's getting deleted from YouTube. So I was hoping that if anybody hasn't been on BitChute, I have an account over there, and I'm actually getting more views on my videos than I would have expected, considering that it's pretty new, and people are just looking for good content. I put on one of my documentaries that got deleted, and then I put on one of the pandemic videos, and of course the bots are going to freaking delete this video probably because I said the trigger word. Like, anyways, I see people accumulating in, and I, if you guys are there, you haven't checked in, just send me a little note in the chat. Let's see, it's already going, or it's already going and at an excess because hold on, because Babylon is the only one. They're shutting everyone down. Yeah, that's freaking true. I'm telling you, they are shutting people down. I've had 9 videos deleted on YouTube, and I've kind of mellowed out a little bit on making videos, not because I'm scared of them deleting my videos, but because, like I was telling you guys, I work full time at a control board manufacturing company that designs satellites type, or it's funny, like I've been finding myself resurging in the whole flat earth discussion. Now, a lot of people that I've been talking to are just like, they poo-poo it and make me sound like I'm a moron for even talking about it. But of course, immediately I get a thumbs down, because for some reason that's like a trigger word for people that makes them upset. And that kind of trigger, you got to ask yourself where that comes from, because some of the smartest people that I know that actually have researched this topic they are some of the smartest people that actually are willing to research the topic. But anyways, I didn't really want to venture down that road, but I've found that I made a video that I haven't cut yet, but it's about ODD. If you don't know who ODD is, or ODD reality, ODD TV, he had a post that he did on Facebook where he was basically saying he turned his life over to God. And his short testimony is that he's actually, he realized, he actually went to these pastors where he actually got exorcised, like there was a demon in him or something. and he was speaking in like some ancient form of Aramaic. This is ODD talking, and I'm like, what? I've been following this guy for like 4 years. and he makes some amazing content. And you know, the reality is, I feel like there's something spiritual about all this stuff that's happening. It's not just something; it is spiritual. Um, it's the very nature of what's happening in this realm that we're in. Is that there's a spiritual takeover, and we're legit seeing it transform before our eyes. Can you believe that freaking crap? Can you believe it? We are watching our world transform before our eyes, and I don't freaking know where to start in this damn garage. It's so nasty. Can I don't judge me, but I'm going to show you my garage. It's pretty horrible. Um, so you can kind of see there's some shelves. This is a door I pulled out of the closet in one of the rooms. There's a bunch of freaking crap all over the ground. I'm rearranging. Got some shelves that I'm going to start putting stuff on. I don't know if you can see all that. Holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, that's enough to freaking make you want to have a panic attack. But I accept the challenge. My wife is, needless to say, not very excited about this. But I feel like people need to realize it's better than in my home. I'm sorry to hear that. I actually, my home, we've been talking about moving out of the city and, going to a place where we can get some land. Idaho has a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of land. Um, the problem is wherever you go, you're going to find that there's government. In a lot of smaller towns too, there's corruption. So I have a feeling that wherever anyone goes, they're going to find problems eventually at some point, especially with what's happening in the world. But again, I feel like it's interesting, like this whole Exodus concept, like people leaving YouTube and going to, and it's not exactly by choice. I mean, we're kind of forced into it. We're being forced to go to BitChute and library and whatnot. And I don't really think that we should spend so much time on YouTube. Now, I am on here talking to you guys because you guys are on YouTube. And it's easier. It's more It's more user friendly. I have a smartphone, and it's not easy to upload videos to BitChute on a smartphone. But I will say though, I think that they're coming around. I think they're going to have a lot more of a platform here soon. I think people need to go over there and start supporting it, because the more people that are over there supporting it, and the more people that are, donating and things like that, they're going to have a larger platform. They're going to probably develop an app where they can start uploading videos, and it's going to be easier. But this is partially, the reason why I'm talking to you guys, and I love seeing you guys show up and checking in. I don't really, just to remind you, I have a baby coming in about a week. My wife's being induced, and we're going to be really changing the direction of our life for a little bit. And I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about my business called Dryer on Fire. I'm kind of at a spot where I could probably transition and make. I don't know. I could probably make 100,000 a year if I just stepped out and did it. As of right now, I'm making probably like 500 to $1,000 a month just as a side business. I'm doing a full-time job as well. And see, this is one of those things where I'm like, what if I just went ahead and took the leap? Now, the scary thing is, as a business owner, they put more restrictions on people. um, and putting restrictions on people that have businesses. They're under higher scrutiny by the government, and it's like, it's almost like more of a risk to be a business owner because when they start saying, "Oh, you got to lock down now," uh, if you start locking down, the government assistance programs are not in place to help. Now, I am actually trying to apply for a grant through my city. And by the way, if you guys don't have program, or if you're in the U.S., I think that there might be other cities where you're at. If you're a business owner, you could actually reach out to your cities and ask if there's a grant program for your business. Um, it's important that people, it's a COVID relief thing. The government has already allocated those funds. So whether you do it or not, it's still going to be allocated to that, and somebody's going to get it. So for those who might be interested in looking into it, I think you should reach out to your city clerk or treasurer or whatever they call them. I've been talking to the city clerk of Garden City, Idaho. It's a smaller town, but they said that they have about $200,000 they're going to give away. So, and I told them that this whole lockdown thing is affecting my business. It's and people are getting scared. The media is like dumping into people saying, "Oh, if you go out, you're going to spread the disease and kill people. You kill them if you breathe on them." And that I made that video called "Everybody's a freaking asymptomatic boogeyman," and yeah. Ode of Solomon? No, I didn't. I've heard of it. Heard of it. Besides getting prepared spiritually, do you think it's wise to store up food and water? Congrats on the new baby. Thank you, by the way. So there's a lot of people that are like so faith-based, they're going to say, "Oh, well, you need to have more faith in Jesus to take care of you. Don't store up in the storehouses or whatever." So here's I don't mean to mock it, but here's the reality. There's a balance to everything. I think that we need to be mindful. We're given free will, right? We need to be mindful of our surroundings. I think that there is spiritual food and there is physical food. And I think that, so like storing up, actually, um, I think that there's a parable that's don't put, be like the birds, and, God provides for the birds. And the birds, or the lilies, don't toil or spin. I don't know that scripture. It's basically talking about don't store up in storehouses. But what if your motivation wasn't to save your life? What if it was for helping others? What if that was the motivation? I kind of think about that sometimes. I'm not like operating from fear when I store up. I'm not saying, "Oh my gosh, what if the government takes over and they crash the economy and everybody goes crazy?" And I can't say that that's not in the back of my mind, but I believe that it's kind of an issue of semantics. I feel like you could easily buy into the whole fear thing and just say, like, "Oh no, the government is destroying," or people are freaking out, and I so maybe I'm not the one to speak on this. In some ways, I feel like there is aspects of it that is beneficial to store up. I'm looking around and I'm seeing, like, I have like five-gallon water bottles in the back shed. I have these water bottles just sitting here. I have probably 30 pounds of rice, if not more. In fact, you can kind of see down here. Though there's a couple of boxes there that are actually filled up with like beans and rice and different things like that. I feel like I think it is wise to. Oops, hold on. I got to read the last couple of comments here. Um, it's for the all the earthly kings and royal families. I'm thinking of those who will be in need, not myself. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Is what if you have family members that are not being smart about what's happening? Who are they going to turn to? The ones that they can turn to, and you might be that person. Um, wisdom is more important in this time. Uh, it is honestly, it is wisdom to save food and water. I actually have a Berkey water filter, and I have a one of those water filters that you can literally just pump out of the river and go straight into like a cup. Um, I've been doing that for a while. Uh, I have a battery. I have a gas can. I have I've been storing up batteries. I got these little disc batteries that they're just going to throw away over at my company that I was at, or that I am at. And there's a lot of things that I keep, and I just don't have time to do anything with. And sometimes I just wonder if I'm too behind. So the other thing is, I really want to freaking run my business, and if I could just break away from the 40-hour job or 50-hour job that I've been doing, what if I dedicated that time to my business? What if I did that? And you can see my dryer on fire, Ford Ranger. My I don't know. I don't like to worry, but at the same time, I think that it's good to be mindful of our surroundings. Be aware. Be aware. It says that nobody knows the day or the hour, but an hour when you do not expect, uh, the Lord will return like a thief. So be watching, be waiting and mindful of what to expect. You know, there's a lot of people that will take things out of context and say like, well, the Bible says that nobody knows the day or the hour, so don't even think about it. But at the same time, it's like there's everything that's pointing to the season, and a lot of people kind of poo-poo that and say, you know, people have said that for so many years that the Lord will return, and they were talking about that 1,000 years ago, and you know, I kind of look at it like we are seeing the pinnacle of everything kind of coming to a head, and you have a world government rising up. And if you haven't seen the seven-headed beast with 10 horns, that is a collaboration of all the beasts that rise out of Daniel from the sea, and you have basically a world government. That's what it is. They said once that world government is given power, um, everything's gonna, be destroyed basically. And out of the ashes, the beast. Actually, it's the beast system that rises up out of the ashes, and then the beast, or that seven-headed beast with 10 horns, will give power to the dragon, which obviously is the Antichrist. And these figurative things, uh, you know, Satan is the adversary. He operates through the kingdom of darkness, and if anybody is connected to the kingdom of darkness, they're operating from Satan. But if they're operating from light, they're going to be operating from God. So I believe that. I don't know. I've gotten in pretty deep on this. That I didn't even think I was going to get this deep. Let's see. What I mean to say, when you save things up in your house, people know, and that can also be stolen. That's true. It could be kind of a bartering chip. People can, I don't know how bad things will get. You know, maybe everything's going to go to this technocracy where everybody's just going to be, it's all going to be, it's going to just transform everything into like we're going to be technobots or what do they call them? Cyborgs. We're going to end up being cyborgs um, because they want to implant these chips in us. And I don't know. Hey, so if you guys haven't gone to my BitChute channel, I'll try to remember to leave the link in the description, but I have not yet. And I think that you should go to my Contemplating the Cosmos channel as well. I don't talk about conspiracies much on that channel, so uh, I guess, you know, YouTube finds that more acceptable to talk about science, and fringe science is okay, but even fringe science is going to be eventually done away with. You just have to follow the mainstream, and then you'll be okay, which is freaking crazy. But by the way, I've been talking to these freaking guys at work. Oh my gosh. Um, so back to the the flat Earth thing. You know, I've talking to a few people over there, and I've kind of like lended credence to the topic of flat Earth, um, and I try not to, you know, masquerade like, "Hey, everybody, the Earth is flat" or whatever. But my neighbors are probably looking over here like, "What?" Um, I actually I don't like to be that guy that just subscribes to something and tries to sell it to everybody. I feel like um, it's good to have a belief, but sometimes belief can be. Wait, hold on. You know, do you still read the scriptures that are last? What do you mean, like in Revelation, the book of Revelation? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Man, the fact that you have Enoch in your name, kind of, it's either that's your name or you're actually into the book of Enoch. Um, Enoch is obviously when it says that was it go your or it said he was speaking to Enoch, and he basically said that this message is for a latter generation or later generation, and it could be sealed away. And now the book of Enoch is literally, knowledge has increased, and we're now seeing Enoch rise up. We'll just hold on. Ah. So, oh, well, that's what you're talking about, like the lost book of Enoch. I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of the lost books. See, that kind of changes the context on a lot of things. You have to really consider how much um, it changes the whole narrative of the scripture. I honestly, I don't trust a lot of the forefathers, so to speak, um, of, you know, the Council of Nicaea and whatnot. I feel like there's a lot of agendas that are being promoted, and I am not being very I'm not being very productive in my garage talking to you guys. So maybe eventually I'll cut this short just so I can get something done. But the books of the Bible aren't exactly complete in my view. I feel like if you want to continue to talk to me on YouTube, you can, or not just talk to me, but come to my streams and or watch my videos. But my channel may be deleted soon, just because YouTube's becoming more aggressive with cutting back on channels like this. Oh, you agree with the Council of Nicaea or Council of whoever? They freaking assembled the scripture or the Bible. I'm not taking away from the Bible, but gosh, let me just, now that we're talking about this, I have a Bible that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's right here, and I gotta pull it out. I saw it, but I actually was like, it was in a weird spot that okay. Now, first of all, I don't subscribe to Catholicism, but I just want to show you the Catholic Bible. Okay. So we have, the reason I brought this out is because, you could say we have the Protestant Bible. But this has, hold on. Oh, hey, Bama. I've been out picking pecans. Really? I want some pecans. That sounds like a pretty awesome thing to have in your backyard. I'm glad you came to say hi too, Bama. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I haven't really been doing live streams just because I got a lot going on. Stuff going. The trees are shedding, and they were throwing stuff all over my phone here. But we have like the book of Judith, Tobit. I don't know if you could see these. See all these little tabs. So I don't know if you can see Tobit, Judith, Wisdom. Let's see, Syriac, Maccabees. See, these are things that, it's like, really? They never taught me that in Sunday school. No, I actually feel like a lot of that stuff is like rejected, but I've kind of noticed patterns in my research, and that is when you start rejecting, read the letter of Barnabas. Yeah, I probably should. I haven't looked into it yet. Apocryphile 1970. I've had 2 interviews with that guy, Robert Farrell. Freaking smart guy. First guy that ever read an audio book, an audio reading of the Book of Enoch on YouTube. So I was fortunate enough to get his time, and we're friends on Facebook, so I message him every once in a while and say hey. But I actually feel like there is a lot that people don't understand. Robert Farrell actually, he told me this really interesting. I mean, my first interview I did with him, he was talking about, what do you call it? The manna that was poured down from heaven. It's a very interesting perspective on spirit food, and so people need spirit food and they need physical food, but people often starve themselves of the spirit food, which is also known as manna. And if you're not connecting, or if you're not growing in your spirit, you're gonna starve. You're gonna wither. And if you're not feeding your spirit, you're gonna die spiritually. And in a lot of ways, I feel like if you continue to venture down this road of neglecting your spiritual side of things, one day darkness will just consume you. I believe that as you allow light to enter into your soul, you are charged. You're supercharged. I'm telling you, I feel like we're an electric universe. We're in an electric universe, and that means that we are electrically charged. And that light source. If you have not been to the channel, Athoria Apophysis, I think it's called, he talks about field theory. So anything that interacts with the sun's light actually illuminates, not just the sun, but anything that emits a field of energy. And it's interesting when you actually consider this concept of energy and how we are electrical beings and we emit energy and we process energy. And I'm just waiting for my wife to pull up here in a minute, but we process energy, and anything with batteries is energy. And we're conduits. We're electrical conduits. I've talked about this in videos. Maybe I don't know. I'm at. We are in times of battle. This freaking crazy world that we're in. I can't believe, like, I'm talking to you guys all over the world, and you're going through the same freaking crap I am. And you know, I just wish that. It's hard talking to people sometimes. I work in a very liberal type environment, and people are very closed-minded. They're like, if it's not tested and approved by mainstream academia, then it's not information I want to listen to. Especially if you got the information from YouTube. YouTube is proof that you don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter who freaking presents on YouTube. That just automatically makes it wrong. I don't know. There's just a lot of ignorance in the world. And people have been programmed. This world is not our true home. Thanks for that, Joe. I actually, I thought about that a little bit. I actually feel, let me tell you something real quick. This is actually very deep and very studied thought process. If you haven't read the book of Revelation, it actually says in one of the spots that, those who die in the last days will be given a white robe or whatever, which represents purity. But it also, he also says that we're going to be given a white stone. And that stone is a figurative stone. And it's basically the stone that represents our contribution to the kingdom. And the kingdom that is described in that portion of scripture is talking about heaven or the New Jerusalem. And it says that the New Jerusalem will come down from heaven, heaven being the sky, and we're actually part of the building. We are part of the New Jerusalem, and it settles down onto the earth. So I believe that this earth is our, the way Paul would actually describe it is we are the bodily temple, and it will pass away. But so the physical temple will pass away, but the spiritual temple is what we're actually building. And each person has its contribution. What's that? We are the building blocks, exactly. But I believe we're the spiritual building blocks. And we are doing a work here that is basically, and for anybody that says that we're Christians don't have to do work, it's semantics. We have to do. Yes, Christ is the cornerstone. Exactly. That's actually what I was alluding to. I was about to get to. But each we have a job to do. This is actually partially my job that I'm trying to communicate to people in the world and just explain. Listen, we're all the freaking bricks. We need to do something. Jesus actually says that you didn't care for the least of these. You didn't care for these little children. You didn't care for the widows. So back to the storehouse. We're storing up food and investing in our houses and investing in our stuff. If you don't have that mindset where you're willing to dump it all to help others or whatever, we can't be attached to it. We can't be afraid. We can't be fearful of saving our lives. Yeah, because if we're operating from fear, then it's defeating the purpose. if we operate from love and compassion for everybody around us, gosh, I feel like a hypocrite saying this. Here's my transparency, guys. I feel like a flipping hypocrite talking about this because I want I want this for my life. But the problem is I find that I have to put my family first. If I don't put my family first, then that defeats, I feel like my responsibilities to my family. So if I put others on the back burner for my family, I guess that makes sense. I suppose. Um, so what? Hold on. What's very interesting about the word choice exempt Dead Sea Scrolls? Except? I feel like you might have had a typo in there, but I don't know. This is the word. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Um, is the sea has never been dead. Oh, and everything can be seen that way. Because, sorry, I'm just watching for my wife. Because your whole life is comparison in which God has spoken his words. Interesting that you say the sea has never been dead. When you start looking at reality, you start seeing that there's all these different things that compare to a spiritual parallel or type and shadow. Guys, I'm not really smart. I just freaking a lot of this talking is me trying to learn and prove to myself that I've picked up things here and there in my life. So I don't want to present myself like I'm a teacher, but I definitely feel like I have picked up a lot of things, and I've noticed a lot of patterns. And I hope that everybody. So here's the main reason that I actually turned on this live stream today is I want you guys to start using BitChute more. Start using library more. Listen to the videos on there. If you want good content, that's the stuff that's getting deleted and going to BitChute. That's the stuff getting deleted from YouTube and going to library or whatever. So if you haven't, started following my channels on BitChute, or my alternative channel, Contemplating Cosmos, I actually am going to start posting more interviews on there because I have. Once my son is born, I'll be able to have more flexibility to do things. Got another week. My wife is pregnant as freaking crap right now, and she needs me. She needs me more than she has earlier in her pregnancy. And I see a leaf hanging by a spider web or something. Anyways, I don't know, guys. Do you have anything to say? I'm gonna actually get going in a few minutes. Post a comment or whatever, and tell me what's on your mind, what's been on your mind. Maybe I'll check in more often, just to kind of say hi like this, but I don't think that I'll have time to do an interview. I might actually try to squeeze a quick interview in with Josh Sheardson of World Alternative Media. He actually, we kind of emailed a little bit here and there, and we're trying to hone in on the time. The second time I've emailed him back and forth, and it just didn't pan out last time. Because he's a busy guy. He has a lot of followers. And oh boy, do I have a lot of followers now. I'm coming up on 4,000. That's actually pretty. I'm pretty impressed that people are willing to hear what I have to say. But maybe it's not me because I post other people's content sometimes. But anyways, the language God chose to speak is already explained in the beginning because the creation is His word. You're pretty deep in some of the stuff you're saying, man. Or gal. Crap. I did this last time. I assumed somebody was a female or I'm sorry, I assumed they were male and they were actually a female. So I said, thanks, brother. brother from another mother. And she's like, I'm your sister. It's like, oh, crap. Whoops. So I'm not going to assume that you're a guy or a girl. I'm going to say you're a child of God, and you've been chosen. You have been chosen to be a stone that is built into the kingdom of God. And if you resist, if you're an electronic resistor, you will not allow God's power to flow. This is deep stuff. Just remember this. You must be a conductor of God's electricity. If you are not if you're not a conductor, you're a resistor. Huh? Pretty good stuff. Sorry, I missed the last. Oh, I'm reading all the last comments here. So we need all people to find truth. Is that what it is? Amen. What's Joyce? Bama, what are you talking about? Oh, Enoch, let me see if I can. Yeah, don't take the vaccine. I honestly feel like it has something to do with the beast system. And if you trust the vaccine. Oh, here's another thing. I just freaking watched a video from the High Wire. Now, if you aren't aware, the High Wire was also another channel that was deleted with Del Bigtree. But he interviewed a guy that was saying that he has a respirator, not a respirator, a lung treatment for asthma, and it starts with a B something. Bama, you're a girl? Man, all this time. All this time. I'm just joking. I've been to your channel. I've heard you talk, so I know. No, but the vaccine is like freaking tied to the mark of the beast, in my opinion. But I don't want to act like I know. I just, I follow patterns, and I feel like, everybody's. Oh, so yeah, that freaking. This doctor was saying he has 100% success rate of, healing coronavirus people. So to have 100% success rate. Now he says that his patients, there's about 100. He said a lot of them were advanced stages too, like they were like feeling like they were going to die, and then they ended up feeling after the first treatment like their fever was broken. And so again, there's a lot of things that are being suppressed by the media. I think that this whole vaccine thing is part of the New World Order system, or it could just be that they're freaking trying to make billions and billions of dollars. But I feel like that's just a facade. Money is just going to be worthless. It's all going to be based on a credit system. If you haven't seen the movie with Justin Timberlake, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but where they have like a social credit system, and if you have poor social credit, you're not going to fit into society. I don't know. I'm such a conspiracy nutcase. People think I'm kind of a nutbag, but who cares? I'm just doing my due diligence. So, hey, appreciate all you guys. I'm at oh, I'm not a nutcase. I totally do not believe in the mark of the beast like the world itself do. Only this is the mark of the beast. It's fresh like Cain. Well, so I'm saying the beast. Okay, let me just tell you my little tidbit on the beast system or the mark of the beast. I feel like anybody who believes operates in their belief. So, if you believe what the media is telling you, if you believe what the government's telling you, if you believe what your doctors are telling you in every situation. Now, granted, a lot of people are trying to do what they're. Sorry, my phone's trying to cut out here. If you believe all this stuff, then you're going to end up doing what you believe. And if you believe in the beast system, you're going to contribute to the beast system. So that's kind of the way I see it. Is the mark could be like the manna in the sense that it's a figurative, spiritual type thing. The mark could be on your hand by when you're, if you're actually doing things for the beast system, that is your hand doing it. And if your forehead is being marked, you're going to be operating from your belief. You're going to be doing things because you're, I don't know. It could be a little speculation there, but I just feel like it could be physical or it could be spiritual. Mark. Anyways, I'm going inside because I got to drop some cups off here. Only 2 children came, firstborn and Abel. Are you a seed of Satan guy? Do you talk about the seed, like what's his name? Early onset dementia. Zen Garcia talks about the seed of Satan, Cain being the son of Satan. I don't know. There's so much stuff to talk about, but I don't have any time. I actually got to get going, everybody. I very much appreciate those of you who like and subscribe to my channel. And I just want to thank you for contributing, even just by sending messages in the chat. I mean, just talking to each other. And I like that I have a kind of a William. Cheers, Patriots. Hugh sent me. Really? Yeah, we are trying to be awake over here. Wake up, oh sleeper. Cain was not of Satan. See, I kind of subscribe to that thought process, but yeah. Anyways, but I'm gonna get going for now. My wife's gonna come back from the store and probably need me to bring a bunch of groceries in and stuff. So, if you guys are able to pray for me, I actually feel like I really want to break away from my job and do my business. I make so much more in my business, and pray for my wife's heart. She does not trust that I'll be able to do this. She doesn't think that I can run my business effectively and have health insurance, which I don't know. Oh, you saw the interview with Robert Farrell? I've had a couple interviews with him. If you haven't seen the other one, you should go back and watch it. I don't know if you saw the first or the second one, but I really like the first one a lot because everything we were talking about. I wanted him to talk about the 4 horsemen on the second interview, but it kind of went a different direction, and he almost just wants to talk about the spiritual side of the interpretation, not the physical. And oh, you saw both. Okay. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys. Love you very much, and come back and I'll introduce you to my son here in a little bit. My brand new baby. I'll probably do a live stream while I'm holding them or something, and then I'll introduce you. His name is Eli Denzen Forbes. So like the channel 4BZ Truth is Forbes, right? So Anyways, my neighbor's saying hi. But all right, guys. God bless you, and man, wish me luck freaking cleaning up this freaking garage. It's thrashed right now. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, post your link, scripturaltruth.com, Apocrypha books. Yep. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Go to my BitChute, go to my Contemplating the Cosmos channel, my backup channel. Anyways, all right, that's it. I'm calling it. Thank you guys, and stay healthy. Don't get the Rona. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.